Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Arif bin Anuar and my metric number is TB24028 and I'm from section 01 in subject BTE2442 maintenance technology. And today I would like to present about root cause analysis RCA, and the title that I choose is motorcycle won't start, which is in this case study, which is a loose battery terminal. So we go to the table of contents. So we got the introduction, problem statement, objectives of the RCA, data collection, why data collection is important, RCA methods, which is 5 whys, and 5 why breakdowns, root cause identified, corrective actions, preventive actions, discussion and conclusion. So we go to the first content, which is the introduction. So this assignment uses root cause analysis with RCA to investigate a real equipment failure. RCA helps identify the main cause behind a problem, not just the symptom. The method used in this case study is the 5 whys approach. And the equipment chosen is a motorcycle that failed to start. So the goal is to understand the failure, trace the cause, and suggest corrective and preventive actions. So we go to the problem statement. So what happened? So motorcycle cannot start when the ignition button is pressed. Not only that, dashboard lights are dim and flickering, and starter motor makes no sound. So when it happened? It happened during morning startup around 8 a.m. after parking overnight. So what is the main symptom? The main symptom is electrical power is not reaching the starter motor properly. And why this is a problem? It is because the motorcycle cannot be used, which is it will indicate a possible electrical failure that needs investigation. So what the objective of the RCA? First, to identify the cause. It is because it will determine why the motorcycle failed to start. Not only that, it will separate symptoms from the actual root cause. The second objective is to analyze the evidence. It is because it will use the observations and measurements to understand the failure, and then focus on electrical components related to starting. And the third objective is apply the 5 whys method. It will trace the problem step by step. Not only that, it will break down the issue until the real cause is found. And the fourth objective of the RCA is to propose actions. It will recommend the corrective actions to fix the issue. And then it will suggest the preventive actions to avoid the problem in the future. So we go to data collection, which is we use 4W1H. So for the first W is what? So first we got the light dims and unstable. Second, starter produce no sound. Third, weak horn. Fourth, battery voltage fluctuates in around 9 to 11 volts. And the number 5th is battery terminal moves when touched. And number 6, no blown fuse. And the 7th is fuel and spark plug normal. So we go to the number 2, which is when. It happened around morning startup around 8 a.m. after parking overnight. So we go to the third W, which is where, which is in battery compartment and ignition or starter area. So we go to the fourth W, which is who. So the who is motorcycle owner, and the mechanic from previous maintenance. So we go to the H, which is how. First we got ignition on, which is light flicker, and then the starter press, which is we got no crank, and the third multimeter, which is when we measure it got the unstable voltage, and the last one is when we do the manual checking, it got the loose terminal. So why data collection is important? First, it will purpose of collecting evidence, which is it will helps identify whether the issue is electrical or mechanical. Then it will avoid guessing and ensure accurate troubleshooting. So what the evidence show? The evidence show that the symptom point to unstable electrical supply. Not only that, it confirms that problem is related to battery connection, not fuel. And the benefit for RCA is makes the 5 whys analysis clearer. Not only that, it will support finding a solid root cause. So we go to the RCA method, which is 5 whys. So why we use 5 whys? First, it's simple and effective for electrical problems. Not only that, it will help trace the issue step by step, and the last one is easy to understand and explain. So how it works? It works when it works with the start with the main problem, and then ask why repeatedly, and then it will continue the root cause. It will continue until the root cause is found. So the goal of the RCA is to identify the real reason behind the failure. So we go to the 5 whys breakdown. So the main problem here is motorcycle cannot start. So we go to the first why. First, we got no power reaches the starter motor. And the second why is battery output is unstable or voltage fluctuates. And third why, battery terminal connection is loose. And the fourth why is not tightened properly during last maintenance. And the last why is no top guideline or checklist followed. So we go to the root cause identification or identify. So for the root cause, we got the loose battery terminal due to improper tightening during previous maintenance. So why it matters? It matters because it will causes voltage drop, and it also interrupts electrical flow, and not only that, it will prevent starter motor from working. So the impact motorcycle unable to start, and it will repeated failure likely without correction. So we go to the corrective action. So action that we taken to fix the problem is first to tighten the battery terminal securely. Second, clean the corrosion or the oxidation. Third, apply dielectric grease. And the fourth, check voltage around 12.4 until 12.8 volt after repairs. So for the result, we got the stable electrical supply and motorcycle starts normally. So we go to preventive actions. So to avoid repeat failures, we must follow proper checklist during battery installation. And the second is ensure correct tightening torque. Third, monthly battery terminal inspection. Fourth, use locking washers to prevent vibration loosening. And the fifth is train user, which is technician, on correct battery handling. So for our discussion is, for the key findings, failure caused by electrical supply interruption. And then evidence strongly supports loose terminal issue. So what have we learned in this case study? First, we got small maintenance mistakes can cause major failures. Not only that, Regular checks can prevent unexpected breakdowns. So we go to the last one, which is the conclusion. So for the summary, RCA successfully identified the real cause. Not only that, 5 whys method provided a clear breakdown, and corrective action solved the issue, and the preventive action reduced future risks. So for the final message, proper maintenance practices are essential for reliability. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you.